Well, welcome to the inaugural Hunt Transportation Patriot Fleet ceremony. We're blessed with some nice weather. We saw the forecast a few days ago and weren't quite sure, so it started off well for us. With the 4th of July just a few days away, it's symbolic for us that we're honoring our first group of Hunt Patriot Fleet drivers today. So thank you for being here. It's not easy to get 5 over-the-road drivers and trucks together in one place at one time, and so we also thank our operations department for making that happen. We also have a special guest here today, John McNally. We won't have a chair here, John, if you like. We will I'll introduce you more formally in a few minutes, but welcome you here. And also from Lincoln, we have Tim Ashoff. Thank you for making it. Chief Operating Officer and Schaefer President. So, I feel very proud to be part of the Crete Carrier, Schaefer Trucking and Hunt Transportation Group. It's an amazing family of companies that honor veterans, and we do so every day, and not just in words, but in actions. And actions such as just the simple act of hiring. We hire veterans. We're very proud of that. Back here at Hunt, we have approximately 1/3 of our drivers are veterans. If we did a stat of our office personnel and our shop personnel, it would be a very similar percentage. So appreciate each and every one of you. At this time, just a quick raise of the hand. Any veteran, anybody with military experience, would you please raise your hand? The 5 of you should be raising your hands. All right. Well, the rest of us applaud you. Thank you so much for your service. I myself am not a veteran. I happen to have graduated high school a number of years after the Vietnam War had ended. Kind of in between conflicts in the world. Fortunate that way, I guess. I was able to just go off to college and start my civilian life, and the privilege of doing that, and that privilege is because of veterans such as yourself, so I thank you as well. I do have a number of family members that are veterans, as I'm sure everybody in the group has. In my case, my father was U.S. Navy, my grandfather was U.S. Army, and my brother-in-law, who was very much like a brother to me, was a proud member of the U.S. Marines and served several tours of duty in Vietnam. And, very proud of each and every one of them, as I'm sure you are, of any family members you have that have served in the military. Our special guest here today, John McNally. John is, if I get the right page here, say what I got. John is the Deputy Director of State of Nebraska, Department of Veteran Affairs. He's been with the Veteran Affairs organization for 4 years. He's an advocate for Nebraska veterans. He's had 3 tours himself and spent 17 years in the Nebraska National Guard. Lives in Lincoln, married, 3 children, ages 9, 6, and 2. We're very honored to have you here with us, and if you'd like to come up and say a few words.
All right, thank you very much. Our remarks are going to be very brief today, but on behalf of our Governor, Pete Ricketts, and our State Director, John Hilgert, I want to thank all veterans for their service, and thank Crete Carrier, Schaefer, and Hunt Transportation for having this wonderful ceremony. First off, Todd, thanks to the weather. We're dealing with logistics, nothing is an accident. We all know that. Our mission that we have here in Nebraska, by state law, we advocate and we recognize service. And it's interesting because our legislators had the foresight to tell us in our job, we don't discriminate where a veteran comes from on whether or not we help them. So we don't just help or thank Nebraska veterans. We recognize service from all veterans, so thank you very much. They tell me that we have some different branches represented here. If I can just get the branch of service. Army, Navy, Marines, and Navy. Very good. So lots of service, lots of different branches, and it's important because we're talking about transportation, right? I did 3 tours. I guarantee you, on my remote bases that I served on, nothing got there if it didn't get there on a truck. And if it came in on a helicopter, it came in on a helicopter because they got it off a truck, right? So we all know that what we do, this is the backbone of our economy. And our governor recognizes that. And he recognizes that your service in the military carries on to service to our economy and to the people of the United States. So we thank you for that. These vehicles behind us are very special. And I can tell you, as someone with kids love this stuff. And when they read it and they see the pictures and they start asking questions, we have the fortune to tell them that we're veterans and that the symbols that you see here represent our service and our sacrifice. And maybe even more importantly, that our employers support us. So Crete Carrier, Schaefer, Hunt Transportation, they're not just veteran friendly, they're veteran supported. And they've really set the standard not only in Nebraska but nationwide for how we treat our veterans, how we recruit our veterans, and how we keep them employed. So we want to thank the industry for that as well. So that's all I really had to say. I just want to thank you. Carry the torch, take these trucks, drive them with pride. I know that we're certainly proud of you. Thanks for coming to Nebraska today to pick up the keys. If there's anything we can ever do for you, please give us a call. Thank you for your service.
Thank you, John, for your words and for your service. Now let's move on to our Patriot Fleet drivers. Just a little history. Our parent company, Crete Carrier, started the Patriot Fleet program several years ago. Now we have 15 Patriot Fleet trucks. Hunt decided to follow suit this year, and this, as I mentioned earlier, is our first group of Patriot trucks and Patriot Fleet drivers, and we're very proud of them. It's a wonderful tradition that's been started, and it gives the Crete Schaefer Hunt family a chance to recognize veterans year-round, not just on certain days. And not only year-round, but coast-to-coast, as these beautiful trucks make their way across the country, along with Crete's Patriot Fleet, Schaefer Fleet, Patriot Fleet trucks. And it's quite a statement going down the road. And the selection of the drivers who got the keys to these beautiful trucks, it was not an easy choice. We had a number of excellent candidates. We came up with a thoughtful criteria for selecting the drivers based on a number of things. Obviously, years of military service, years of service with Hunt, Crete or Schaefer group. Safety was very important to us. A little bit of productivity, just a number of things went into it. But we couldn't have ended up with a more excellent group of inaugural Patriot Fleet drivers. So that's what we want to do. We would like to have Dave Galley, fleet manager, step up to the room, and then all 5 of you, if you could stand up over here all at once. It's a little different than we initially recorded this morning, but it's an honor to be a Patriot Fleet driver, I hope, but it also comes with a great amount of responsibility. All of you already have been on the road with it. I imagine you're already used to a little of the tension that you get with it. We appreciate the courtesy and respect that you deal with the public as you're getting better. We've already heard some stories, and there will be many more of them. Dave, I'll let you get the mic there.
Have no mic, does it work? Is it out there? Okay, great. Thank you, gentlemen, for your service, and the other members of Hunt Transportation that are ex-service members as well. You gentlemen did win all categories, and that's why you're in the Patriot truck. And I will be announcing in order who these gentlemen are, their years of service. First starting with Mike Wyatt, except for the keys for your truck. Mike is a veteran of the Marines, 6 years, and Vietnam era, and Mike has been with Hunt Transportation 21 years. Mike has taken out unit 75638. Congratulations, Mike.
Second. If any of you would like to speak after the bio about yourself, you're welcome to. Would you like to say a few words, Mike?
We're truck drivers.
Okay. Just want to make sure you have opportunity.
There's sometimes we'd rather be truck drivers. Next we have Dennis Bessey, United States Navy, 5 years, Vietnam era. And Dennis has been with Hunt Transportation for 20 years, driving, taking out unit 75642. Dennis, thank you for your service. And we have William Fischer, United States Army, 3 years. And they'll also follow that up with guards, and 3 years with guards, I believe, as well. And Vietnam era, on transportation for 13 years now, taking out 75643. Bill Fischer also drove for Norris Anson, who was an owner-operator here that had, I believe he had about 6 trucks on with us. Norris passed away. We definitely miss him, but Bill's done a little bit of everything with us, so thank you for your service, Bill. Then we have Steve Martin, United States Marines, 10 years. Steve followed that up with guards as well. And Desert Storm, he's been with Hunt Transportation for 5 years. We've taken out unit 75644. Congratulations, Steve. Thank you for your service. Grinning already. Then we have Rex Gaub, United States Navy, 3.5 years, Vietnam era. He's been with Hunt Transportation for 4.5 years. Unit number 75636 is what he'll be taking out. Rex, thank you for your service. I'll introduce to you the Hunt Transportation Patriot Fleet. These are your 5 candidates. As the next veteran, I would tell you, gentlemen, thank you very much again for your service, and again to the other veterans of Hunt Transportation that are driving for us right now and working internally. Okay? Really appreciate all of you.
Dave. We'll wrap it up here, coming to the end. I would like to say a few thanks. In addition, Gary, thank you for everything you did to get the grounds in good order and getting things set up. Appreciate all your hard work and sweat the last few days. And Laura Galley, thank you for helping refreshments and decorations and everything that you do. And also Todd. Where's Todd? I'll give Todd a thanks. There's Todd. Todd is, he orchestrated the whole thing and had the vision. Director of Marketing with the Crete Carrier Hunt Group, and thank you for your help putting it together. We have some refreshments at the back, cookies and what have you. You're welcome to stick around for a while, have some refreshments. Congratulate the drivers, and get a closer look at the trucks if you haven't had a chance. There's some picture opportunities, whatever you like, but thank you all for coming. Thank you.